Alright, so Catherick and Zol. As the battle starts fading, the city is clearly victorious in this skirmish.
Barely.
As a bit of time goes by, more and more of the city comes into more guards, more Forest Grey. The Zents that were about to enter did retreat once they realized reinforcements were coming. They know they're outnumbered. There's no reason to risk anything. You guys did see Zephy fly by up against the ceiling, just out of the vault. She's the only one you've seen leave the vault out of your party. The city's just taking control. They're kind of cleaning up the mess. They're definitely walking in and more and investigating. You two will be asked to turn in your report, which is, as I mentioned to both of you before, it's quite important how you phrase this. Because your two reports are going to be it's the biggest eyewitness they'll have of what actually happened in there before they got there.
Wait, but out of character, I thought we left off us not knowing that Monsoon left and everything, but now it seems like everything is.
So how did you know Minshoon left? What made you think Catherick would know?
No, I'm guessing he wouldn't know.
No, so you didn't witness any of that. Out of character, you heard Minshoon. Minshoon took Moona and left, but in character, you weren't there for that. You went back upstairs. So when you went upstairs, Moona stayed downstairs. You don't know what happened down there.
No, exactly, but that's my point. Aren't we still in a fight in our eyes instead of reporting things?
No, so the vault has been cleared by the Force Grey mixed with the city guard have cleared the vault. There's nobody remaining.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all we would know is that Zephy fled, and then everyone else is just gone, Dragon and Manshoon included. Well, we don't know about the dragon, but with the dwarf, right. But all we know is that they're all gone somehow, and they didn't take much, if any, of the treasure.
Not enough for you that your eye would notice, right? It wasn't like a whole pile. It wasn't like, at most a bucket or something. Like you did not enough for you to realize it's missing. In character, you have no idea what happened. Other than seeing, like he said, Zephy fleeing, the vault gets cleared by the Force Grey and the city guard. A lot of high officials start getting involved. Obviously, it's basically unlocked, and it's been researched. Now the question is, they're going to also ask you, is they don't know where they're at either. So the question is, out of character, does your report? How do you shed the light on your party? Are you gonna push them under the bus more? Are you gonna say they're okay? That's what's important, Catherick. It's your personal witness, eyes, and statement of the party, because you're gonna be questioned. You're both gonna be very much questioned because you were here first on the events that happened that you do know.
All right.
So for example, if you were like, hey, I saw Moona take gold, you could be lying, doesn't matter. It's up to you how you report it.
Yeah, okay.
You will both be questioned individually. These guys aren't rookies. They know they get better results when interviewing people individually. So Catherick, I'm gonna have you go first.
Okay.
So you're not in a room. You're not, under arrest. They just want to know, hey, what happened here? Where's the rest of the party? I know you don't travel alone.
Okay, so all I know, it was a very thick battle, so the details may be a bit off. But I've seen one of my party members leave the vault, but before she left, she has told me that Mashoon entered the vault, and for all I knew, 3 other party members were down there with Mashoon, but then all we heard was we were told to run, and nobody came up the stairs. So I assumed the worst, but I'm guessing you didn't find the bodies if you're asking me, so...
No, nobody was found down there, not a single person.
Well then, for all I know, they just disappeared into thin air. But if they're still out there, we should be looking for Machoon. Maybe they're still alive.
What about your party members? You don't think they took anything of it? Because this all belongs to the city.
Well, I can't speak for my party members. I think we did have an agreement to not take anything. We did talk it out before entering. But who knows? We can't really tell before we find them.
Alright. We'll be in touch. Alright, Zol, you're up next. Exact same thing. You're going to be asked first what happened, to the best of your knowledge.
Zool will be like, my report about what happened in the vault might be a little sketchy, considering that I was at the front line of the battle, plus had a bridge collapse underneath me. I do know that in the battle with the Zents, at the very least, every single one of them except for Jamdor came out to fight. I never saw hide or hair of him. I know that one or two of them are good enough at magic, and I've seen them be able to, like, teleport places. I don't know if they can, if teleporting out of a vault is in their ability, but what do I know about magic, right? I don't know what happened in there, or what happened to the dwarf or Manchun, but I can only assume that if the three that were down there don't make themselves known, then they are actively fleeing from the law. Zephy, on the other hand, I don't know what's going on through her head. But we'll keep an eye out for her.
Understood. You both understand that if your party is to come in contact with you, you are to notify them or bring them in or whatever. They're trusting you to handle the situation, but they're going to want their side of the story. You are authorized to bring them in with force, but you're also authorized to just walk them in, and they won't treat them like prisoners. They will just ask for their side of the things.
Zool, who has certain people in his mind when they say that, like, grips the, like, armrest of the chair that he's in, like, tight enough for it to, like, partially crack and be like, gladly.
In the meantime, you guys are very welcome to rest. We will be in touch. As expected, please don't leave Waterdeep. There's a lot going on. We definitely need your skill sets. There's definitely going to be a lot of work happening in the next couple of days, if not months, between this vault opening up.
I have an axe that legally won't let me, so...
Don't hesitate to call on us.
That's fine, we got a job anyway.
So as you guys kind of like walk out of the vault, you realize the battle inside was just the start. There was also a battle outside that you guys did not witness. Definitely see some dead Zents. You see some dead city guard. It was pretty big.
Luckily, we are in the one spot in the city where it's very easy to get rid of them.
Yes. The thing that does catch your eye while you guys are kind of walking out is a lot of them have arrows in their back on both sides. Gives you a good assumption of possible third party somewhere involved.
Is
Oh, and even more so, gunshot wounds.
I was about to say if Vaz was there is still there, would I be able to talk to her?
Absolutely. She's busy, so she'll be like, "Hey, I'm real busy. Make it quick. We got a lot going on here."
I don't know if this is anything of note, but when I was fighting one of the Manshoons up here, somewhere deep in the shadows, I saw a drow, very fancy dress, like super fluffed up. I don't think he was fighting necessarily, just kind of watching us from the shadows. I've been shot enough times by a motherfucker to kind of recognize the drow's handiwork, so I don't know what their whole deal is, if that points you in any directions.
Yeah, no, that's good information. Right outside the entrance, we did kind of, while engaged with the Zens, we kind of did get backstabbed, so it's possible that somebody else clearly knew about the vault, but maybe didn't have an opportunity to exactly get in and take a swing. But yes, that's pretty important. We'll keep that. I'll make sure it's in the report.
I'd also like to get her attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, if you do head out and search for the remaining party members, I'd love to help in that.
Well, when it comes to searching for them, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's kind of on the bottom of our totem pole. They're definitely wanting to be talked to, but this, as you can see, we have a really important big deal right here in front of us. It's gonna take a lot of manpower. We're gonna have to fully secure this. We're gonna have to fully transport it. We're gonna figure out where we even transport this. Maybe we leave it here. We don't know. We gotta figure all this out. So, when it comes to like searching for them, other than the typical town patrols, obviously that won't change for city peace. When it comes to the higher ups and investigators, they're gonna be pretty tied up here.
And I'm guessing I wouldn't have your leave to go search myself.
What you do once you leave here is up to you. I'm saying go take a couple days rest. We'll be in touch. What you want to do outside of there, that you're on your own free time.
Okay.
All I ask is if you find them, I do want to talk to them. And I promise it's just talk to at first. Like, I just need to hear their story. I'm not gonna go ahead and arrest them or anything. We got what we were looking for. We got what we wanted here. We just got to make sure that all the loose ends get tied.
You can talk to a corpse.
We absolutely do have that ability to do that very easily, actually. Another note, as members of Force Grey, you might be called on later in bodyguard duty because a find like this, our open lord will definitely be here. So when we do call on you, it might be bodyguard or securing the perimeter. It's gonna be pretty tight. It's gonna be a lot going on. All right, stay out of trouble in the meantime.
I might have something to talk to you about regarding the Force Grey afterwards, but that's later date.
Yeah, I hear you. As in, thank you. I appreciate that. We got a lot going on.
That's a long mug.
All coffee.
As you guys leave the City of the Dead, you realize that this place is already under pretty hard lock. There's a perimeter around the vault. There's a perimeter around the City of the Dead. And they even have checkpoints kind of scattered around a bit. Just, they got it pretty locked down. One thing you do notice, you see a lot more Griffin Knights right now, kind of floating above you, kind of looking down, even outside the wall, kind of just skirting around. They're definitely on alert right here. You see at least 20 Griffin Knights. They're all paired up. They're definitely full alert here. All right, so Pintor and Jamdor, you two teleported outside the city walls. You showed up in some guy's farm. But he's not there. It's winter. He ain't got much going on. What do you guys do? First, you might want to discuss amongst each other, you two. What's going on?
Yeah, Ventura, after just being teleported from a deep, dark vault to now all of a sudden being blinded by snow around him, he's just kind of like laying there in shock, just staring out to the empty expanse that is outside of the city that he has rarely ever seen.
Yeah, well, you will be hearing next to you is a coughing Gemdor. Like, really coughing because he still has a hole in his chest. And while he's coughing, he's saying that, sorry I had to bring you here. I made a promise to Zephy to keep you safe. And with him behind us, I had to do something, and this was the only thing I could do.
He's gonna take a couple seconds to just breathe and digest what you just said.
We're safe here. For now.
Ventura's gonna turn to Jam. What the hell just happened down there?
A lot.
Did Minshu try to
Kill you? Yes. He tried to use a spell on you, and I could counter him. And then we teleported away. This hole is because of him.
Gets to say we're matching now. Because of the lightning scar on his.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's it? Everyone else is down there? And we're out here?
What happened upstairs? You were there, I believe.
We just left them down there. We left Kothric, we left Muna, we left Zephy down there, we left Zol, with Shun, with everyone.
I'm mostly worried about Zephy.
We need to find her. We need to find her at least. I don't. Oh wait, hold up, Gemdor. You look. Did you get all of that from the vault? It's like his new outfit. There's like you have like armor on, right?
Yeah, you're wearing black plate now.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
What else were you able to get?
This sword.
Sure you don't want to say anything else along with that?
Not here, not now.
Yeah.
All I want to do is get somewhere safe, far from the city. I really need to heal.
Right.
I believe in the meantime the snow is a little bit covered in blood now. From the coughing.
Right. When you get better, we have to find Zephy, okay? Can we agree on that?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get going.
I think that's one of the promises I made to her. Like, keep you safe, and I was thinking about it. Do you still have your snake?
Oh shit. Okay. So obviously we know that Manchun knows who I am. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. I kind of don't want to.
Probably not. He wants to kill you.
Okay. We're gonna be leaving here anyway, so we might as well test out something I have in mind. I just need to be sure for our own safety. DM, am I able to summon my serpent?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm actually gonna ask it a couple questions if possible.
Yeah, I mean, you could try talking to it.
Can you speak common?
Sort of.
Okay, good news, you can just answer yes or no. Are the Zents able to track you?
Who are the Zents?
Okay, hold up. We're on a good track. Are you bound to me?
I guess. I think.
Okay. Were you created or were you given to me?
Aren't we all created?
Let's get a bit too philosophical for my liking. Alright, so I think this answers enough for me, at least I hope so. I'm not really sure whose magic put him on me. I actually didn't even know he was on me until we met with the Garland, so I'm just thinking he's just my personal snake. Oh, good. Do you have a name, dude?
They call me Snake.
It's pretty solid. Alright. Perfect. Alright, Jandor, I think we're safe from any magical tracking via stake. I think.
That's great. Does he know who Sephi is?
Hey, Snake, you met Sephi before, remember?
Yes, the dark-skinned one.
Turns back to Jandor.
Can he look for her in her places where she mostly is?
Seeing how she's not in the vault, she would probably not be in trouble for anything. So I actually think she might be in the first place we would think. Back home. But the thing is, I don't know if the others are going to be there too.
Well, she is in the room in the attic, right?
Mhm.
Let them
I think
wait
there should
there.
be.
Or her, or I don't know what the gender is of your snake, so.
Snake is snake.
Okay. Well, let's like wait in her room with a note or something.
Alrighty, do you think
So
maybe
she
we should...
knows that she knows where we are. We cannot go back to the city now.
Yeah, you're telling me. But where should we go? A lot of countryside.
Far from here.
It is a lot of countryside on the side of Waterdeep. I mean, even further than the map shows.
What's the
You got a whole
nearest
planet.
town? A city or
You aren't close to anything, so any town or village close to you is at least a day's travel.
okay.
Okay, Jim, I kind of have a crazy suggestion. I know this might not be the most favorable one at the moment. And we can definitely rest for somewhere for the night, but hear me out. What if instead going landside, I thought we take to the sea? Hitch a ride on one of the boats. Just take us across the waters.
You want to go back into the city to get to a boat?
Yeah. Come on, people hop on boats all the time. I'm sure we can find a spot.
In the winter.
Okay, yeah.
While it's frozen.
Hmm.
The good news is ocean doesn't freeze.
Yeah, but the ports do.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah, I guess land is our best option.
You maybe find maybe a little town or a little harbor or something around the water.
That sounds good to
Now?
me.
Yeah, water is fine by me. That's okay.
I will casually mention you're in the middle of pure winter with a ton of snow. Traveling on land, let alone on foot, not that you're not incapable of doing it, but it is a longer walk, and it is not a very people friendly travel. Traveling in the winter is never pleasant. You could do
I
it,
will say,
but also keep in mind food. I'm gonna assume that none of you, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna assume none of you have rations because you live in the middle of freaking Waterdeep. So you wouldn't just have rations in your pack unless you were preparing to leave. Yeah. So it's not like living in Waterdeep definitely is not something that you would be like, yeah, I carry around 10 days worth of rations. Like that's just not what happens in the middle of Waterdeep.
Well, you never know if you get lost.
It's still, it doesn't, finding food in Waterdeep ain't an issue, so you're not gonna be walking around with rations.
True.
And rations are expensive. They're more expensive than buying food from a vendor.
okay, hear me out, Jam. I've spent a good deal of time in the field ward. There's a lot of nooks and crannies you can hide in there.
Can we get in there without anybody noticing us?
I mean, I think they're looking for people going out, not in. And like I said, it's the north, it's the field ward. It's not, it doesn't get a lot of tender love and care from the, at least not a lot of times. It's worth a shot. Besides, where does your mother live? Doing all this for her, right?
Absolutely.
Where is she?
Somewhere in the North Ward.
Well, we gotta visit there first, huh?
Let's do that, yeah. But first,
Yeah. Yeah, let's find some shelter. I'm sure there's
I need to heal.
I'm sure there's a barn somewhere over. Yeah, is there like a, what's the, so we're on a farm, is there like a barn nearby?
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, Ventura's gonna like go over to Jamdor, kind of like support him while they make their way to the barn.
Yeah, you can kind of slip into the barn. Currently, you don't see anybody's here, but it is well kept, meaning somebody does actively live here. But there is nobody currently here.
Alright, Jam, you just stay there, rest up. I'm gonna take first watch. And then, yeah, he's just gonna look out for any signs of people coming over to the bar.
Zephy.
Yes.
As you fly above everybody in the top of this vault, trying to just get the heck out of there. Some Zents do look up and notice you flying out, but they do ignore you. You are not something they're worried about. So you do fly out of the vault.
Alright.
You do
Next
witness.
problem.
You do witness right outside the vault a battle going on. It is a lot of the city guards and knights up against some Zents. And as you're flying away, is that what you're just gonna keep going, right?
Yes.
You definitely see, you hear gunshots, and you just see some of the Zents just fall and hit the ground.
familiar, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
Okay. I kind of had seen my boss down there too, right?
That is what you believe, yes.
Yeah, okay. I will still leave. I am trying to get out of the city of the dead and get to the tavern.
So here's the thing. Once to your safety, do you continue flying? Because you are a little suspicious flying through Waterdeep.
No, I want to get out of the city of dead. If it looks like there is like no battle going on, it's like less people, I will land and make my way through small alleyways and stuff. I try to stay out of sight as much as possible.
Yeah, kind of like cloak up, your hood up.
Yes.
It's not an issue once you get out of the city of the dead. Since remember, this is a little before, so like patrol, like the checkpoints haven't been set up or anything quite yet. You do get to the tavern, no issue. But you do find a nice handwritten note on the window.
Definitely reading it.
I'll just say it out loud.
Okay.
It says, if you want Muna back, give me the money you took. That's all it says.
I take the note off the door. I don't need everyone else to know that. I guess somebody took gold. I go inside. Probably going upstairs. I check the 3 rooms that I'm supposed to be checking, which are Ventura's jam doors, and then I go up to my own to see if anybody has been there, if it looks like, is there blood anywhere that I know that they're alive?
At this point, there's nothing. So your room's just as you left it. Jam doors is just as you left it, and same for vents.
All right. Would I know that we're probably gonna get arrested and questioned, and there might be issues starting, and we're probably losing the tavern?
I would think it's a safe assumption to assume that if the city knew you were in the vault, they'd like to talk to you.
Right.
It is a safe assumption that the city is going to want to question you. You know they wouldn't exactly arrest you straight up. You technically didn't do anything wrong. But they're going to want to know. Like, they're going to want your side of the story, right? They're going to want your... By minimal, they're going to want your side of the story.
Okay. In my room, I will go and grab my my special book, go down to the bird's nest, grab somebody else's book, and I will make to the restaurant that Oliver works at, and I want to give the 2 books to him in his care, and I will tell him that the only people that can come pick these up is either me or a little blue boy. And then I leave.
Okay.
And understanding they're probably going to want to talk, and I also need to give somebody this note that says that Muna has been taken, and we probably need to save her. Which I will probably be giving to Zul because he does seem the most capable of saving her. So I guess I'm gonna try and find Zul, even though I am scared of my life.
Well, you know where Zol's last been seen, which is the vault.
Right, but it's been a little bit, so I don't know if he's still there.
So are you waiting at the tavern, or like the city's big, so you gotta?
Probably yes.
All right, so you're gonna wait
just
at the tavern.
Down in the yes. Maybe sitting by the front, just waiting.
You know, fire going because it's cold, just kind of waiting.
closed for the day.
Closed for the week.
Closed until further notice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vent, you did not send your snake over to the tavern, or did you?
I'm writing up a note right now. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So maybe like after Jam is like settled down for the night, Vent's gonna like get to work on a note to send in the cover of the night for better coverage.
All right, Zol and Kothric. Well, Vent types up this letter. What would you two do once you leave the city of the dead?
I'd head back to the tavern first of all.
Well, this will be interesting. So, yeah, you guys go to the tavern. As you open the front doors, Zeffy's just sitting there, but only Zeffy.
Zeffy, tell us what you know. And why did you leave?
Because I lost my connection to Ventura by magic, and I got scared.
Do you have any slither of an idea where they are, where they might be?
I don't. I checked their rooms. They're not there. But that's not our biggest concern right now. And I hand the note over to, I guess, Kothric, because Kothric's talking to me. He took Muna.
Oh god. Well, that means she lives. That's something.
It also means somebody took gold.
So as Zol and Kothric you read, it says the exact same thing. I have Muna, and if you want her back, you got to give me the gold you took.
We gotta take this to Force Grey. If we can find him to give him the gold, we can also find him with like an archmage with us or anything. If they'd be interested in that. They got their hands full, of course, but we gotta do something.
If the person I think did it was the person who actually has it, we're probably not seeing it ever again.
We got no time anyway. I don't think that person would return. And if you gotta find that person and then find Muna, it might be too late.
Zol's gonna head up to his room, and he's gonna start writing a letter on the paper bird that he got from Kothric.
Okay.
All right, I think I got it.
Yeah, you can send it to me on Discord.
All right.
Zol, do you want to say what it is? Or do you want to whisper me?
Oh, I've been typing it out. I'll gladly say it.
All right.
Still don't keep secrets. But yeah, Zool will. He's been thinking about it on his way back up to the tavern, just as we're walking through the snowy streets. Just what exactly he wanted to write. And then when he gets up to his room, I think he kind of like finalizes everything in his head. And he'll start jotting it all down. I don't know if you'll get this. Or even if you want it to. I saw that you fought against your own people. And finally realized that maybe we were actually your people. Out of all of them, I've always seen you as the most redeemable. And the one I care about the most. I hope you'll return to clear things up. Beware of Jamdor, and kind of like underlined those. And then Zool at the bottom, sending that to Ventura.
All right. right.
I didn't think I was getting emotional over this. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, it will take off.
Zul with the emotional sucker punch.
Oh my god, I like real.
And it'll just kind of, I assume, just find them in the little barn or house or whatever, the little shed or whatever they're saying,
Yeah.
and just kind of slip through the cracks and just kind of the same way that you woke up in in Zeffy's shop, just with a bunch of papers lying around, just kind of like flattens out into a sheet of paper next to you, and
It definitely gives him his veins run colder than they already are. But yeah, he's gonna pick up the paper, read what it has to say.
Jamdor would technically be knocked out at the moment, so he has no way of. He's just kind of passed out in the barn, trying to, gather, his strength.
Yeah, sleeping it off.
Oh yeah, Ventura reads that, and oh, he's a little weepy. That's for sure. It's like a weight has been lifted off of his shoulders, and he's a little conflicted because him and Jamdor have kind of been through it, and they've had each other's backs. But he also wants to try to do the right thing, but he's also, how can he go back with people like the Zentarum after him? It's a little bit of a mess, but he'll fold it back up and put it in his pack.
Zeffy, as you're kind of sitting there, as Zol has left, you see a snake hit a window. Tunk.
I opened the window.
So it goes to go in the window, but since you open it, it goes up and it hits the top, and then it goes down and goes in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is Ventura's snake, alright?
I catch it to try and make it not fall anymore or slam into
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you can grab it, and it's got a letter in
Okay.
its mouth.
I'll take the letter and I read it.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, we can type this in chat. This one's not. So let's go ahead and
the snake's doing that little rolling thing where it's pretending to play
Oops.
dead and just kind of
ignore that bottom part that just happened to somehow get part of that. It's his
Whoa.
message.
Oh no. Wonder who that handsome fellow is.
They've been captured by a pirate.
Okay. I grab a paper and I start writing my own note. I'll put in that me, Zul, and Kothric are safe. Muna is taken by Manchun and demands Jamdor's stolen gold for Muna's life. Please come home safe, as the last sentence.
Okay, so the snake will go ahead and bite it, and it goes to go out the open window, but it sees a window to its right. It goes, boop, it hits
I
that
will
one.
literally open that window for him and let him outside.
All right, he goes outside after you've, this way.
Just fucking whip it into the air.
Close the window.
Yeah, it would be pretty
Return.
quick. This is a Zent messaging system for a reason. Yeah, you get that letter in no time, Vince. So now you have 2 letters.
Oh, this one's less nice than the last one.
Within 10 minutes or so
Right,
of each
yeah.
other.
Yeah, it's just like.
He's starting to think wait, are we compromised? Yeah.
So you get that one from Zeffy. One thing I will tell you, now that you've kind of had this note, Jamdor does have a bag you've never seen before. So he's got his normal like pack, right? Like whatever. But this bag of holding it stuffed would be like his bag's like, oh, you can see his stuff. It's not like he's passed out in his barn. He's definitely has a bag you've never seen before.
I could see the scene. It's just like upper right corner vent, and then like in the foreground it's the bag. The lighting is very intense. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Oh gosh. I just get these two in quick succession.
So what you can do, you can leave it, you can not touch it, you can stealth sleight of hand to see if you're really that curious of what's in the bag. Or you can leave it. You can go whatever you want. I mean, Zephy's note does literally call out Jamdor, saying Jamdor has the gold. So
Mm-hmm. I guess it wouldn't hurt to take a peek.
take a little peek.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun because you don't know how a bag of holding actually works in out of character, right?
Not really.
Good. This will be fun then. So make me you can either make me a stealth or a sleight of hand. Your choice.
I'll do stealth.
Okay.
Pops that all out. They all drown in gold. Oh well, I guess those two. Ah shoot.
It's like, no.
Swings out like a machine gun.
Ooh.
So you kind of pop it open. But what's interesting is you don't see anything. Just black.
Can I reach in? And I'm like trying to like as much as I want to deny it, he's kind of expecting like a lot of gold.
All right, so gold is on your mind when you put your hand in there.
Yes.
Yeah, you do feel gold.
Do I feel like a lot of gold?
So you move your hand, and it's just from what you can tell, it's a pool of gold.
Oh, jam door.
Well, they ain't gold. It's actually dragons, which is more fun.
Dragon. If he's still sleeping.
He's still sleeping. You say sleeping, it's more of like he's unconscious, but yeah.
Right. Looks at the bag, looks at jam. Bag,
By the way,
jam.
I make a point that when you put your hand in there and you like feel around, your hand goes, it feels like there's a lot more gold in there that could possibly fit in this little bag.
It just like gets down to his elbow. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, even though it's like this, yay big, your whole arm goes in.
After, he's gonna take his arm out first of all. In that moment, after everything that has just happened, he's just gonna whisper to himself. I'm sure that plate armor can fetch a dragon or two. I'm sorry, Jamdor. And I kind of want to do a little thievery.
The bag's there to take. He ain't responding in his state, so.
All right, he's just gonna.
You're taking the whole bag? Just.
I'm taking the whole bag. I'm sorry, Jam. The moon is in trouble. You know where to find us. And then he's just gonna run out the door.
Leaving him in the barn. I like it.
Alienating the warlock demigod. That could never go wrong.
All right, so where are you running to?
I just kind of want to go up along the ridge here to the north. I just kind of want to get to the nearest entrance, which is probably the north ward gate.
Now, my question for you is, do you have climbing gear?
Wait a minute, you might be onto something. Ooh, is that what the hammer in Pilton is?
It's part of it, yeah. So you'd be able to like Python, grab hammer one in. It takes a minute, but that's something you could do. So this is normally unscalable, and odds are nobody in the field war is gonna care. They'll be like, "What the fuck?" But they're not gonna like.
There's that much of a shit.
It's that, or you go try to go through the north gate.
Oh, now I'm climbing this baby. Especially helps that since I got second story work.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you're kind of able with your tools able to start climbing this ridge. It's big. It's gonna take you an hour, but you can do it safely. It's and that's fine. You'd rather do it safely and slowly than quickly and fall and die. Hopefully you're not scared of heights because this ridge is huge.
Oh, he refuses to look down.
Look. All right.
While he's climbing up, he's like, "This is just like in Volume 4, Chapter 3 of the Phantom. I gotta be strong just like him."
Just for fun, make a con save to see if you actually don't look down.
Oh, jeez.
Like a mental thing, because it's a mental thing to look down, right? Like.
Oh, it has a 16.
You're good. You don't look down. You just stay forward. And then you do crawl to yourself. You pull yourself up. It will take you about 15 minutes to get a breather. Kind of just collect yourself, take a breath. And just for the sake of storytelling, Jamdor, you kind of like move. Event's gone. And you instantly know your bag's gone.
So I'm also instantly waking up.
I mean, yeah, that would probably get you jumping straight up, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. How long was I out?
You would not know. You have no sense of time when you're knocked out, and there's no clocks in this farmer's barn house.
Okay. Did I heal at least a little bit, or nothing?
Definitely a short rest, for sure.
Okay.
And as a warlock, you technically get everything back on your short rest.
Okay.
Your spell slots back and your abilities all come back. You can pop some hit dice.
Yeah. Well, not all of them, because I don't know how long I was out.
No, you can pop up to as much hit dice you want after a short rest.
Okay.
I think you've got like 15 of them.
11, but yeah.
I'm in danger.
You're good. I mean, there's no way he's realistically gonna find you. Not now, at least.
There are ways to find him, sorry. And he's not happy. That's 40. That's something. I'm going to look out, like through the window. Maybe I see some tracks.
You would definitely see Vent's tracks. That wouldn't be an issue.
Is it heavy snowfall, or is it just
it's
no snowfall at all, or
it's a light snowfall.
Okay, so I can guess that there's maybe between now and 2 hours ago. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna follow the tracks.
So
Because I know my bag is gone, right?
yeah, you absolutely know your bag is gone.
Okay.
So Vent is quicker than you in general. So you do follow the tracks, and before I cut away from you, they stop at the cliff. And technically, the pittons would probably stay in there. I doubt you're gonna be yanking them as you're freaking going up. That just sounds like, yeah, there's pittons there. And you'd see where snow's kind of like pushed off the cliff a little bit and stuff like that. You definitely can see the vent went up.
How high was it?
That cliff, technically, according to this, is 800 feet.
8. Okay, so no dimension door then.
You did, yeah, I think you could dimension door on top.
Oh, it's 500 feet. So that's not possible.
Plateau, baby.
Plateau. We'll stop
Geology.
there. Vent, you kind of roll and stop yourself, and you are in the field ward. Nobody noticed you going up. It's snowing. Nobody really noticed you climbing the wall, the cliff.
Okay, good. He's gonna make sure to have his hood nice over his head, nice in the shadows. And he's gonna like just keep to the side streets and make it to this tower to go through. What is can I go through that, or do I have to go through the
So you can go
over
through
here?
the towers, but you definitely know there's a checkpoint at that tower.
Damn.
And as you look
Oh,
down, there's also a checkpoint at that gate.
Oh, okay. Fine. So it's gonna stop by into one of these side streets in this general area.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna send off a snake to Zephy, asking for an escort back to the tavern.
Like a way out of the field ward.
Yes.
Do you tell her where you're at?
Yes. On Breezyway Street.
I didn't think about that part. That's very clever. I'll play that out later.
Oh God.
So you get that letter, Zephy, that Vent's stuck in the field ward and doesn't want to go through the checkpoints by themselves. You're muted.
That makes sense. Let me see. Because I don't think I can do the get escorts. But let me see. The only way through are checkpoints in all spots, right? Yeah. I could go over there and make them invisible, but would I be able to go through checkpoints?
You're technically also wanted at the moment as just to be
That's what I figured.
questioned, yeah.
Figured out how many spell slots left? Enough for a fly, maybe?
No.
Ooh.
Well, it's only one person I can go to. Where's Soul right now?
In his room.
I think at this point he probably would have like come back downstairs to like discuss what to do in the following morning, because it is like essentially like super late evening or like middle of the night at this point, yeah.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, just like discuss what we're gonna be doing in the morning regarding Zephy talking to the Force Grey and dealing with the Muna situation, but he'd probably be like heading in at this moment.
Okay. So I know where Ventura is. They need an escort into the city. I might have told him that Muna got taken by Manchun and that we needed the gold that Jamdor has, and I am about 99% sure that they took the money and are bringing it back. So, can you help get him safely into the city?
Where's he at?
The field board?
That's a big. Words are bad. Okay, words are massive. Joel's already heading towards the door.
Okay.
Can I come along?
He's not
Zol
stopping
didn't.
you.
Yeah, Zol didn't say no, so yeah. Kothrik, do you want to go too?
Oh, am I here to hear
Yeah.
all this?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to go with him, you can.
Yeah, sure.
All right, but before you go, you wanted to use a sending stone, right, Kothrik?
Well, that was assuming I didn't hear this conversation. I was just gonna
Okay,
tell her all
so
we know.
okay, so you want this to play out before you use your sending stone?
Well, no,
It's up to you.
I think I would have done the sending stone by now. So
Okay, so what did you send through the sending stone to her?
I just tell them everything I know and that I'm not asking for mercy for the person that took the gold. All I'm asking for is that we handle quick.
So you're
The
telling the
hope of
Force Grey that
taking Muna.
you think Jamdor took the gold?
Yes. I would.
Okay. All right. She doesn't respond right away. She's a little busy, but it's in the sending stone, so she has the message.
Reverse mail.
You guys are able to go through checkpoint, no problem. You as well, Zephy, if Zol's with you. And
Obviously, I
Kothrik.
figured.
Yeah,
the
Zol does like confidently start walking north, and then he realizes I'm not from this city. I don't know where street names are. Zeffy.
By the way, I feel like
It's
either
Priestley.
Gothic wouldn't be joining, or yeah, well, he did. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to. I mean, you definitely can stay.
I feel like I wouldn't be there to hear them. I'd be in my
Okay.
room.
That's fine.
So.
Zol and Zephy, with her guidance, you're able to walk through the checkpoint. With Zol being Force Grey, Zephy, it's really not an issue. Again, you're not like a wanted criminal per se.
Right.
So if you're with Zol,
you're wanted for questioning by the
Right.
Force Grey. Force Grey.
yeah. You guys go over to Logan's Walk by Gwen and Knife Street, and you do find Vent kind of hiding with a bag, with a new bag.
Does he like see them come up?
Yes.
Oh
Like
my
make
gosh.
whispers.
No, Venturi's like gonna go out of hiding. He's gonna run straight to Zephy and just like pick her up and give her like the biggest hug ever.
So before you get to hug
Zeffy
her,
was come running.
before you guys go to hug, Vent and the bag disappear. And you show up
What?
and you show up next to Jamdor.
I
That'd be
fall
kinda-
into the snow.
I grab my backpack.
Well, okay, so this might end up being contested. So you attempt to grab. So Vent, you're in mid jump, like the hug, Zephy, and then you just like your arms cross. You kind of stumble, and the next thing you know, Jamdor's trying to grab the bag from you.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna contest this.
All right. So for now, Jamdor, you are going to go ahead and roll athletics. You can roll acrobatics or athletics.
I'll do acrobatics.
You're back on the bottom side of the cliff is exactly where you're at.
Fun.
Yikes.
So because you already are like mid hug, like you kind of like stumble a little bit, and he's able just to yank the bag off your back.
Jem, I want you to really think about what you're doing here.
Why did you take my bag?
Manchun has Muna, and he wants the dragon.
I don't know where the dragon is.
The gold.
Oh. Then why didn't you wake me up?
Because I know how important this gold is to you. But if it costs Muna, because of you, figure you have to pay it back.
I don't own Muna nothing. She owns me. Her life.
What? You're just gonna wash it down the drain just like that?
Without me, she would already die. But then again, you need to wake me up for that. I don't care about the gold. This is the bonus. I have what I need. I'll take about half of it out of the bag.
So that'd be a little too much for you.
Okay.
But you can effectively, for what you can put in your pocket, your own bag. Between your bag, your coin purse, and everything else, I'd say like you can get 1,000 gold pieces out of there if you want, Jamdor, just for yourself.
Damn, we need all of it. Why would you even save her if you just gotta throw her away?
Do you know how much is in there?
Enough. Well, no, not enough, but he's looking for 100,000. I'm guessing that's as much as you took.
Not even close.
I'm gonna pull out Old Faithful. Hold up. 3 times as loud. Alrighty. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy. And then I'm just gonna yell for Zol and Zephy as loud as I can. My voice booms up to 3 times as loud for 1 minute.
I don't think we're over there, are we? I thought we were over, like, here.
Here's Logan's walk, and here's Gwen.
Breezeway.
Yeah, because I was over here.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought we were trying to go through, like, this little tower here.
Can you yell 500-ish feet?
What would 3 times as loud as normal be, though?
I don't think that would be loud enough, personally. That's a lot.
Alright, then I'm just gonna, like, try to whistle instead to try to see if I can, like, get his ears to stop working or whatever. Wait.
I mean, that's 500 feet. That's a lot of feet for a yell.
It's a lot of feet. Okay, hold up. I can do some more with this spell.
I mean, what's the spell? What's the distance for, like, Thunderwave and shit like that? It's, like,
300.
around that distance, yeah? Oh, 300, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google something. How loud? So the average scream can range from 80 to 120 decibels. So that's the noise level of a chainsaw or a thunderclap.
Now times 3.
3 chainsaws.
3 chainsaws.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to ask if.
There's literally an answer. Here we go. It's gonna give me foots for.
Yeah, math. There we go. Okay, we're good.
Wait, hold on. I just set off.
I don't know if it's possible for the two of us to possibly make perception checks to hear it.
Because, yeah.
No, technically you would be able to hear it. It's about 600 feet if it was that times 3.
Nice.
So what do you yell?
Just.
So you guys definitely hear it to your right, towards by the cliffs.
Bill's sprinting.
Oh yeah.
So you guys sprint and you stop at the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You assume that it's down there. How do you get down?
How far?
800 feet. Yes, so technically it does cap out at 20d6. If you want to just rage and jump, you might be able to make.
Just wondering. I have not been able to rest during this whole thing, right?
Definitely not a long
Of
rest.
waiting and walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would have only been a short rest. Great. Well, I mean, I have Misty Step that does 30 feet.
There's still pythons on the thing, right?
Yeah, Zephy climbing on the python is a joke. You could try, I guess.
So when you say a plateau, how much of an angle is it at? Or is it?
It looks like
was
it's
gonna ask the
quite
same question.
it's quite a curve.
Does it go sideways that we can use it as some sort of a slide?
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Just an 800-foot slide of dirt, rocks, and snow.
I'll just, find a big enough board, make sure that Zul takes
Front.
driving spot, and I'll just tag along. And if we get close to maybe falling, I don't know. I'll make sure not to fall hard.
I don't think realistically you guys have a way down, do you?
I don't have Featherfall. I mean, I have it, I just don't have it selected.
If only Kothric went with you guys.
We gave him the option. He's like, no.
He's got levitate, he's got thunder step, yeah, he's got all kinds.
Oh, wait a second! I have Levitate for free.
Oh.
One time. Once a long rest, I have Levitate.
Okay.
So how are you gonna do it? You're gonna levitate Zol and grab a hold of him?
Hell yeah.
You're gonna use Zol as a board?
Yep.
Zol, do you allow this to happen?
I basically toss her over my shoulder and be like, fine, cast it on the way down. I'm just gonna jump off. I
Oh,
want to
no.
try and cover.
How does this work?
I want to try and cover as much of that as I can before we
got
cast
you.
it, because I know that it's very slow, because I've seen Kothric do it.
So Zol
All
takes
right.
a couple steps back, throws you in the shoulder, runs, and jumps off.
I'm scared, but this is cool.
All right. So
This is like a screech happening.
make a con save for me. Zephy.
Ooh. Oh, okay. 19.
Yeah, you're good. So I technically have a rule about casting while falling. So technically if you want to do it at a certain point, you have to make a concept of focus, right? Because you're trying to be like, okay, but you pass. So you can actually cast levitate almost to the last moment with that 19.
It's definitely what I'm gonna be
He's
doing.
maybe 30 feet. I mean, Zol was probably, he trusted you for sure. Because you're about 30 feet off the ground and then you cast levitate on Zol.
Would we have been able to say that we would have gotten like short rests while we were hanging out in the tavern?
Oh,
Just kinda figure out
absolutely.
what we were doing?
Yeah.
Great. I'm
Yeah,
gonna hit some hit dice, but I'm gonna hit some. Burning them all.
Nice. You guys
You
some
only
good
have 5?
choice. Go ahead.
I have been doing my what is it? Character sheet. Just filling in some numbers in my coin purse, and it goes up to 4,000 gold before my.
So it's not that
I get
you can't
overcome.
carry the weight.
Yeah.
It's that 4,000 coins in mass.
Oh.
It's that you have nowhere to put it on you. Like 1,000 coins is already a lot of coins. Like you're shoving it in your bag, your pockets. Like that's already a lot. It's not that you can't strengthily carry it. It's that you don't have the mass to carry it. Like you don't have room.
Okay.
Like I know you don't know what they are, but it'd be like. So we have like $half would be closer to like a gold coin. Imagine 1,000 $half coins. That's a lot of freaking coins, minus the weight. If that's not even a, that's a lot of mass.
Which that alone
Okay.
is still 80 pounds of coins just
Yes.
on your person.
But as so, Jamdor has the bag. Vant yells. Suddenly, you both look up and you just see Zol falling from the sky with Zephy on his back.
Yeah. I was thinking that will happen as soon as he will yell. Just in case.
Yeah. So, did you want to do something? You definitely have time to react. So.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I want to grab the 1,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah, you already. That's yours. You already said. Yep. You already took it.
Because they already need to run. So as soon as he yells, I am going to grab it.
All right. So you got the 1,000 coin. No problem. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I want to use the dimension door and teleport away. Leaving the bag.
All right. So just. Okay. So you have an option. You want to teleport into town or away from town? Or actually, no, you can't. The wall's too far up. So you could just go south 500 feet and just a little, purple shimmery door shows up and then Jamdor's gone. But as you see, go ahead.
Would I be able to burn a reaction to yell something at him as we're descending?
Absolutely. You want to yell something at him.
I'm not gonna scream it as I normally would because my mic will not pick it up, so it's gonna be a little lower volume. But imagine he's going top of his lungs.
Yeah.
That was the last straw, Jamdor. If we find you in the city limits again, we will hunt you down.
Jamdor leaves through the magical door, and as you see Zol fucking flying down, he just stops and then levitates the last 30 feet.
He was falling with complete confidence in the spellcaster on his shoulder. He was fully just gonna like, even if it didn't cast, he was gonna try and land on his feet.
All right, so you guys met up again. Event does have the bag. Well, it's on the floor. You left it, so it's more just like it's just on the ground in the snow.
Vent crawls over to pick it up, and it's just like staring at the bag. When am I going to stop betraying people?
It's hard to change an asshole.
He's gonna stand up, look Zol in the eyes, and just hand out, pushes the bag and towards him. I don't know how much he took, but here's something.
I think Zool is going to. How's Zephy looking, by the way? I would have put you back on the ground, but how are you looking right now?
Shaking, crying, sobbing, and waiting until I can grab Ventura and make sure you don't disappear again. But I'll wait my moment.
As long as you're conscious. Zool is going to lightly take the bag from Vent, toss it over in Zephy's direction, grab your hand, pull you in, and give you a hug.
You can put your cry again, dude. Oh, he's definitely gonna like hesitantly at first, but then he's gonna like full on, reciprocate it. Super tight hug.
How heavy is this bag? Because I'll try to catch it.
Oh no, you can get it's a bag of holding.
It's just a bag. It's basically leather.
Okay.
So you brace yourself for heavier. You know when you brace yourself, you're bracing yourself for heavy bag, but you catch it like, oh, okay. Not so bad.
And once Zol lets go, oh yeah, Ventura's going straight over to Zephy once more.
Hug.
I'm for real this time. I was so scared. We were just in the vault, and then we were outside, and you were still there, and
He's like crying and sobbing. Like you died.
But now we have Muna to worry about. We need to count up that gold. We need to know how much we're missing.
So you never said 100,000, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just figured I didn't correct you because I figured you might have been lying to Jamdor about the 100,000. So, so the only problem is you guys are gonna have a bit of a walk.
Yeah, Zeal does look up at the cliff and be like, "Yeah, let's just take the gate this time."
Yes. We're gonna go. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Ventura's gonna point at Zephy. See those pittons? That was me. I climbed that. I actually climbed that all by myself.
That's crazy. Did you see us fall down from the sky?
Oh my gosh, yes! It was so amazing. You can write plays about that scene.
I almost pissed myself. That was scary as shit.
This is just for me. Listen, I just want to see if I survived.
No,
it would have been good. If I was raging, I'd been good.
So we're gonna go ahead and take our break here as you guys walk around this cliff and wall to get all the way to the north gate.
I will mention that I am not letting go of your hand.
Yes. There.
Listen, it's not gay if we both close our eyes.
That's great. That's how my break ends. On the stream. So, you guys do wrap around. You go through the north gate. You guys arrive at the tavern, no issue. So, Kothric, you are at the tavern. They all walk in with vents.
What happened?
It's a good time that you all pour yourselves a drink, sit down, and it's time to discuss things, as Zol said. It's time to actually discuss everything.
Time to open a tiefling tequila.
Pour one out for me, sister.
I just grabbed multiple bottles.
Zephy does walk in with a bag, Kothric, that you haven't seen before.
Okay. Well, first, please tell me what happened. I feel like I'm kind of in the dark here. All these developments.
Alright, so what I remember what happened, I know there was a scuffle going down in the vault. It said fly on me, so I just zipped down in there because I knew Jamdor was down there, and Manchun, of course. So I went in, and when I did grab Jamdor, I tried taking him out, but I heard Manchun just yell, "Die!" But then something didn't. I think he was trying to kill me, but then Jamdor stopped. He said counterspelled it, and then he teleported us outside of the walls, of the city walls. And yeah, I got letters from y'all, and I figured he didn't tell me he stole anything. I knew he had like some armor on. It was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. But it was like, what was it? Out of character. It was like black plate mail, right?
It was pure black plate armor. Yeah.
Okay. Pure black plate armor, so there's your description for that. And yeah, he had a bag of holding with him. I kind of put two and two together, and I did try to take it back here, but he caught up, and he did leave us with most of it. I don't know how much he took out, but at least we have a good amount left. Probably not enough for the ransom.
Okay, well, I should probably tell you guys something then, because not too long ago I called in with my sending stone that one of us probably did take a lot of gold, and that Manchun wanted that gold in return for Muna. So now that you have the bag, or we as a collective, there might be trouble if Force Grey finds us.
But you know, Force Grey would not be opposed to you having this bag. It's not like you guys took this gold. You guys, in Force's gray eyes, you took it from him, right? So
yeah, well, we have to be clear about that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Do you know anything about Muna? How Manchun took her, or?
No, I know as little as you do. He just tried to hit me with a spell, then we teleported out of there. Oh, where's that letter? Did he say where he was? Like a meetup or something? How we could contact him? Oh, wait. Ooh, I might know how to contact him.
Okay, well, first things first, and I'd like to move in for a hug. I'm just glad you're okay.
Thanks, man. It gives him like one of those good old pat on the backs.
Regardless of what we decide to do regarding the Muna situation, all of us are gonna have to go talk with the Force Grey tomorrow morning. Otherwise, the two of you are gonna continuously being looked for.
Am I gonna get put in for a certain other charge by chance if I do?
I'll make sure they don't.
Alright. Then I'll go in. bright and early tomorrow.
If anything, they might just question you about information you might have.
Oh yeah, trust me. I got some good stuff. But that also brings up another issue. Manchun seen my face. He knows who I am. My face, my name. And apparently the Zents as a whole also know, so I don't know how long I don't even know if I can live in the city anymore. So that's gonna be an issue.
Fuck that. They're the ones that don't belong, not you. And I will tear them out of the roots of this fucking city.
Thank you. But
not to mention the fact, and he kind of like flips up his shirt, and you see the 3 individual lightning bolt scars through his torso. He owes me a couple fucking hits.
Oh wait, Ventura's gonna like pull down his to show his like lightning scars. Like, make sure to have one for me too.
Whatever happens, friend, you'll have a place to call home. I promise you that. Somewhere you belong. We all will.
You know what, Patrick? I've known it before, but I want to say it again. I do know that this tavern, this is my home.
That will make it work.
So I'm assuming we're spending the rest of the night just counting money, right? Because that's gonna be a bitch.
Instead of counting sheep.
We have like an abacus with those. Just like, okay, we got piles over here.
How much money do we have?
Jamdor, how much did you have?
Was it not around 100, maybe? No?
This is why we take notes.
I remember something around 150k, but I don't have it in any notes. So.
You know what? In the big picture, it doesn't truly matter.
It was enough for Muna to get her back.
Yeah, well, you did
With
3. You did what? 4
leftover.
scoops.
Yeah.
So, we'll say it's 20,000 minus 1,000. So you got 19,000 dragon there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of coin. I mean, remember, 10 gold is a lot of coin to a normal person. Like this, you got 19,000 right here. You could buy yourself a villa with this money. Like it wouldn't be an issue.
380 pounds of gold.
That's...
Oh my god, I can just imagine like the are we like so do we like count this like in our like private area, or are we like still in like the
Well,
dining
the problem is you need room, and that is still a lot of freaking coin. But you can be sure to block your windows off and stuff like that.
I mean, we do have the library area up on like the 2nd floor, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I imagine
So
that
it's-
Zeffy does this the silly way and like flips the bag inside and out. And all these coins just fall right into the middle of this room.
Fucking shotgun blast.
So you guys have currently on your 2nd floor kind of general area, you have 19,000 gold coins just piled up.
damn it, are we even gonna get compensated? Like at all?
We'll talk about it with Vajra.
Alright.
As I always start the meticulous action of going like this again.
Trying to get it all back in the bag, yeah.
I will not touch the gold. I've been tempted once before. I will not again.
By the way, I may have something to add to the pile. Me and Muna found a bunch of gems and some statues outside of the vault technically, but also inside the whole crypt thing, dwarven ruins. So I'm not sure if we should.
Oh, is that what you guys were digging around for?
Yes.
So technically, it's up to you, Gothric. You can definitely add it to the pile, but that is safely to say it's yours. It's not part of the vault. It was part of like the ruins, right? So
I would get them to the pile in the hopes of it having a higher chance of.
So how much did you have in gems?
Let me check. I did write that down. My notes.
You can just do money value, and we'll just add that to the
Yeah.
19,000.
I've got a dwarven statue worth 250 gold. I got 5 gems worth 100 gold each, and that's
500.
750 in total. And then 33 blue quartz, each being worth 10 gold. So that's another 330. So that's 1,000.
I mean, we're back over 20 grand.
Sheesh.
So yeah, you're technically at like 20 and a half. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping they can help me with my fine. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. But I think this is the best course of action.
I think if you bring it up and have a nice conversation about it, they might be able to help you out. But
All
right.
Well, get some sleep for tonight.
Some
Deal with this bullshit in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Jamdor, where are you going? You gonna go back to that bar? Nothing but field. You got 2 options. Head out to the fields outside of Waterdeep, or go try to get yourself back into Waterdeep. It's your choice.
Yeah, well, he's probably not a good climber, so he will not use the ones that Ventura made.
No, you'll be fine.
There's a couple houses on the way, some farmhouses you're welcome to look at, and whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take the damage, but I want to use polymorph on myself.
The polymorph doesn't change what you look like. I mean, it does, but like you gotta turn into another creature. And it's only, I don't think it's that long. I think it's an hour. It sounds right, right? Hour sounds right. We can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's an hour.
That's up to an hour.
Yeah, so it's really not that much.
Okay.
So the real question is, do you want to walk? Are you going to try to make your way back into Waterdeep? It's up to you. Whatever your character would do.
For now, not immediately, but
You just want to find like another farmhouse?
yeah, I want to rest. So really, I could rest.
Okay.
Maybe try
So
to make my way back.
yeah, so you can have one of the farmhouses. You can try to see if there's anybody home, right? Do you like knock on the door, or you just like stick your head through the window? What do you do?
Well, that's the problem because
I mean, you could be stealthy. I'm not saying like your head's just gonna be in the middle of the window staring into the house. I mean, it's creepy regardless, but you won't be obvious about it.
no, okay, but are there any guards walking around?
No,
with,
there's no
like,
guards
flyers
in the farms out here. It's really, it does fall under Waterdeep's protection, and that's really the scare, right? It's more of like, hey, you fuck with the farms, you do fuck with Waterdeep, but it's not like there's guards patrolling these farms. There isn't.
Yeah, okay, but there are no flyers or wanted posters like with my
Not
face
yet.
on it.
I mean, that'd be pretty fast. There are Griffin Knights flying around, but that's normal, right? That's you will see an occasional Griffin Knight flying around.
Then I will just knock on a door.
So the door opens and you do see a family of 4. And before you know it, you blink and you've killed the family of 4.
Oh, we're going Dark Urge in this bitch.
So,
Let's go.
so you kind of blink And in your hand is your blade that's bloodied. And there's 4 corpses on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
And all you can hear is, you did a wonderful job, in your head.
Why did you kill them?
Oh, I didn't kill them, you killed them.
You took over my buddy.
Oh no, this is all part of the contract you signed. I suggest you clean this up.
No shit.
So again, you just look at your hand. It's kind of shaking a little bit. Bloody blades kind of dripping down your armor. It wasn't just like a kill. You slaughtered them.
Yeah, like multiple.
Yeah, it wasn't just like an
Fleshing
easy
wounds,
in and out, right? Like you just slaughtered these guys.
Oh.
You want the good news on this though? You only owe me a 96 more sacrifices.
For what?
Hey, you agreed to all this. You accepted me into your heart.
96. I killed more people.
Don't worry.
They were enemies. They
These 4 just had really bad luck. Bad timing, bad, in the wrong spot. Good news is you have somewhere to hide.
Yeah, for how long?
Ah. That's all right.
What happens after I get the 100 souls for you?
Oh. Don't worry about it.
I want to know. Tell me.
Well, good. You want to know, but it doesn't mean I'm going to tell you. Anyway, I got somewhere else to be. Good luck.
Bitch.
You call her what you want.
Oh, you're still here?
No, that was just me. You can call her what you want. Oh, before I go, I got some more good news.
Great.
I can assure you. Oh, don't worry. I can assure you in the next couple of days, one of your old party members will be dead.
Ooh.
Everybody's got secrets, and then she leaves.
Shit.
So I'm assuming you're gonna start cleaning up.
I wanted to say that I look around like
It's a typical like 3-bedroom house, farmhouse, right, with like a barn attached. They were eating dinner.
more good luck. I don't have to cook.
Just the cat in the corner just going like...
Yeah,
do you
I started cleaning and
do you bury the bodies?
yeah.
I mean, you
Out of-
can't.
Out of respect.
Yeah, respect. All right. Sorry, I killed you. Yeah, sorry, I slaughtered you. All right. Everybody, including you, Jamdor, as you kind of clean up and you crash in one of their beds, eat their food. Everybody can proc a long rest.
Is it crazy to think that I'm only getting back 5 hit dice, whereas someone else is getting like 5?
Well, you actually only get half your hit dice back on a long rest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you should only be getting 2.
That's what I'm saying. I get 2, but someone else gets 5. Alright.
All right, so obviously, without anything, you guys kind of wake up. And you're instantly gonna go to, the Force Gray. So we'll snap. Yep. We'll snap to Zephy first. You're not under arrest. You're not even cuffed, nothing. You're just sitting down. And she's just like, I want your story of what happened down there in the vault. You know what? Tell me everything. From the moment you walked in that vault, you can tell me what you saw.
So we went down, all of us, all 6, and we started talking to a dwarf. Me and Ventura decided to take a different route. Found a lot of gold, found a lot of gems. Temptation got a little high. I grabbed a stone, dropped the stone after the dwarf was gonna kill us.
Yeah, I've heard the story about this dwarf, but interesting. Can you describe to me what he looks like? You don't have to. You could just say that you describe what he looks like. Because he also would have asked Sol and Cathric. She's just trying to get a general picture of what this dwarf looks like.
Yeah. I would definitely point out the staff that he had. I mean, it was literally pointed into my face, and then how it looked, and definitely the vibe I was getting from this dude. That I was terrified for my life, and I definitely knew he was gonna kill me no matter what. And we made the promise to never ever enter this vault ever again. So we left, and I never went down there again. Did see Manchun go in there, say that if I moved even an inch, I would die. So I did it, and everyone else went back into the vault. Also, Jamdor never came out of that vault.
Do you think Jamdor was the kind of character to take something from the vault?
Not gonna lie, yes.
Okay.
You.
Now, one more question.
Okay.
Did you fireball Zol?
No. I fireballed the 2 people that were standing right next to him, and it made the thing under him crumble, and he definitely did fall down. Yes.
Maybe you should.
It was either kill them, and knowing that he would definitely survive that fall, or let him deal with those 2 while everything else down there was also still continuing happening.
It's the heat of the battle. Things can happen.
But I did not intentionally try to hurt him.
All right, I think I got all from what I need from you. So it's come to my attention that one of your party members has been taken.
Yes.
And he's demanding gold, according to what?
Yes,
Cathric
the
said
stolen gold.
Do you have the stolen gold in your possession?
Would I be the one that has the bag, or no?
It's more a vague question, or I'll rephrase it. Just, do you or your party members have possession of this gold?
Yes, we were able to retrieve the stolen gold.
Okay, so you still have it in your possession, you or somebody in your party.
My knowledge, yes.
Okay.
It would make sense for, I think, either Zool or Kothar to hold on to it while we're going into the Force Grey headquarters, but I think we got
just asking questions, gotta see what everybody's answers are. Okay. Alright, I think that's all I need from you. Now the other one will be more interesting. Could you send Vent in when you leave?
Yep. I walk out. I say to Ventura, good luck.
Thanks. He grabs onto Zephy's arm, pulls her in. If I'm not out within 3 hours, get Zol to help out, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you don't see me in 2 months, assume I'm dead. Yeah.
I mean, I would say the same for me. If you don't see me in 2 months, it means I'm laying down somewhere. Yeah. All right. So give me your first things first. Give me your version of what happened in the vault.
All right. So we walk down, and we meet a dwarf. Right. First thing I notice: staff. 2 spiraling dragons. that obviously put me off guard, especially since it's a dwarf down there. What's a dwarf doing out in the vault? How can you eat? I don't know. My friend Steffi and I decided to do a little scouting, see what we can find, and bam, a huge, the largest pile of gold one could ever see. Now there was a little sack of gems near the gold, not touching it, but it was still near. I thought it was a bit too close to be. It was close enough to be considered part of the horde. My friend Steffi, on the other hand, let's just say, sticky fingers happens to the best of us. But I did try to stop her, and well, she was able to grab a hold. That dwarf I mentioned earlier, scary as hell because he was just right there all of a sudden, pointing that thing at us. I was able to talk him down. Just told him like, hey, we'll drop it, we'll leave, and that's what we did. And then I believe that's when the fighting was like going in full, all that fun stuff was happening. I was able to get some of my teammates down from where we were above. I tried doing my part because just wanted to do something right for once, and I was able to help out here and there. And if you're wondering about the whole smoke bomb thing, that's just I saw somebody I knew was coming in, and I didn't want him to see me, unless I
don't worry about that. We'll be discussing that more after this conversation.
Great.
But from another person's version, you were down in the vault with Jamdor?
Oh yes, that was after that whole thing. I heard something was going on up there. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody casted fly on me, so that's how I was able to get back up. But I just knew Jamdor was down there, and Manchun, so I thought I knew I needed to try to get Jamdor out of there. So I did. I flew right in. I tried grabbing him, but all of a sudden I hear and see Manchun pointing at me, and he just said, die. But Jamdor, he deflected it crazily enough, and then all of a sudden I go from the pitch dark, or a really dark vault, all of a sudden to bright snow. It's blinding. I'm outside of the city walls, just right outside of the city of the dead, just like that. I think it was a dimension door. I think it was. Would you like me to keep going?
No. All I need to know is, did you see Jamdor with the gold?
Yes.
All right. She writes something down. Now, I'm gonna be frank with you. The only reason you're not arrested in jail right now is because Zol vouched for you. So, you're gonna have to tell me about your ties to the Zens. I'm gonna need everything. I need to know who you report to. I need to know who you know who's in the Zens. I want pictures. I want everything you know. Now, you don't have to actually tell the story, just so you know.
Yeah, he's just gonna lay it out.
All right. So here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna stay as a Zens, but you're gonna work for me.
See, there's an issue right there. It's not that I don't want to. Here's the thing. It's not that I don't want to. However, there's more the issue of the very top brass, the founder, the leader. He wants me dead.
So
he knows who I am.
That sounds like a you problem. This will be your payments.
All
so
right.
you don't have to stay as Zens, but until we get everybody you personally know arrested, you are basically going to be a court witness for every single Zent we arrest.
I have to show up to court.
Yes.
Ah, that's just so boring. All right, fine. If it means I'll stay out of jail, I'll take the deal.
And here's how this is going to work. You're going to be considered a forced quote-unquote gray member until then. And until I feel like you've personally fulfilled your payments, you will continue to work for me. Beside Kothric Azul as well.
Right. Not so bad for a mere pickpocket, huh?
Wait, you pickpocket people?
Wait, am I talking to Barjo right now or to another?
You know who you're talking to, Fazara.
Yeah, because she okay. Okay, I guess this is something I specifically remembered. Like when we first met her, she called Ventura a mere pickpocket.
Yeah, she
and he
did.
took that personally.
She goes, so, do you have no complaints, right? So until
Nope.
otherwise you report to me, and when you're out in the field, you report to Zul. Easy enough.
Yes, ma'am.
If you stray and look the wrong way, you will be arrested for crimes that you did commit.
Fine. I can work with that.
She writes some other things down. And you also called the vault a horde? Why would you do that?
Or the D at the end.
I know. Why would you call
Do you
it
know
that?
what because it's like. Do you not know what a horde is?
Well, we don't typically use that term unless there's a dragon involved.
Maybe it was the guys. Maybe it was that dwarf staff that got me thinking of that connection. Wait a minute. I think I heard like a roar at one point. It like shook the whole place. That was kind of weird.
All right. Anyway, you are not allowed to leave Waterdeep without my approval. Now, you do me a favor and send Zol and Kothric in.
Aye. And then he gets up and walks out. So, Kothric, you're up.
Zol kind of put a hand on your shoulder and kind of try and give you a reassuring look as he walks in.
I'll give you a nod.
All right, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. You guys got the bag of gold?
We do.
So, because you've done a lot for me, we'll count that bag as your payment as to the party. Because I'm assuming you're going to be turning it in to get your comrade back. Regardless, understand that while I'm giving this to you, it's not going to be on paper. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I guess the Harpers can owe us one.
Have them owing you one is quite a favor. I won't lie to you. Anyway, good work. Just stay safe out there. You guys will have you still have to finish the job I gave you. But you're also going to be reporting in. I think that Miss Openlore is going to be coming in a couple days, literally 2 days, to check everything that just happened out. So when she does, it's all hands on deck for security. No exceptions.
Understood.
Anything you guys would like to ask me?
Well, I do have a little question, but maybe it's for another time. The gist of it is I still have an open fine for my first few days in Waterdeep.
How much do you owe?
I owe them still 930 gold.
I can waive that for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but remember, this is the only time we ever waive anything for you.
Well, I learned my lesson, so...
Wonderful. Newsel, you have anything you'd like to say? Oh, let me give this to you. You both get pieces of paper. Please fill this out. It's an application to go full-fledged in the... If you're interested... you still have to be approved. Yeah, you still have to be approved, but this is the process to start this.
Thank you for the opportunity, man.
The only thing I will remind you is once you sign that piece of paper and you apply, you are devoted to Waterdeep for the rest of your life. And the safety of the people in Waterdeep. All right, and your guys, she kind of gives you the nod, like you're good to go. You see Kothric and Zol walk out, and the biggest thing is you see Zol still has the bag.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I put it on the table. Oh, I forgot you gave it back to us. Yeah, I get the bag. Yeah.
Ben doesn't say anything, but he like points at it and is like,
Oh, I forgot to mention, Zol, you did get notified that Vent will now report to you and will help the Force Grey as needed.
He'll look over at Vent and say, send the message. Let's go get her back.
right? Can we like reconvene back at the tavern?
Yeah, you can. It wouldn't be a problem if you want to arrive at the tavern before you send the message. Though, sending it from like her tower would not be absurd. She knows where you are. And she doesn't even want you to cut your ties yet, so. Oh
yeah. I know one person who is gonna be interesting. So I'm not even gonna like write it down. I'm just gonna basically write a letter saying we have the ransom money from Muna. Tell me when and where and the money will be delivered. It's gonna give it to his snake. It's gonna send it off to Mr. Davil Starsong.
So you're gonna send it to your contact? You can just send it to Michonne.
Shit, yeah,
I promise you the Zent snake is confined Michonne if he wants to be found.
Snake, can you find Manchun?
Yeah.
As the guy who basically made that spell, I'm sure they could probably make their way back to him.
All right, send it off.
Yeah, he leaves off and he hits the door.
Oh no, honey, no. It's gonna like gently grab him, open the door.
We were outside. It was trying to get inside for some reason. What the fuck? You need to get him checked.
Yeah. Jamdor, you do get your rest in. When you wake up out of this stranger's bed, you definitely hear rustling down in the bottom of the house. And then before you know it, a black snake hits the window downstairs. Boom.
I only hear probably is down boink, right?
Yeah, boink and like somebody walking around downstairs.
Oh crap!
I just got it. I'm a little slow.
Then you hear footsteps going upstairs.
How the fuck did he find me?
And like, so are you gonna like look at who's coming upstairs?
No. Is it either guards, Monsieur, or family that is looking for there is something happening here? And all three of them, I really do not want to meet.
See a dwarf hiking up there. He's like, found you motherfucker.
Yeah, it's going to be my spell. The mission to out of there.
So you hear a snap of fingers, and he goes, "No, not yet."
He doesn't see me.
Does he? The door's already open. He goes, "Hey, I just want to talk for a second."
Okay.
Clearly, you don't have the bag anymore.
Nope.
And I'm assuming your old comrades. Did you kill those people that you buried in the ground out there?
No active memory of it.
Oh. Ain't that convenient. Anyway.
I mean, he's not dying.
So your old comrades have it. Why are you separated from them? They're all together in the town. I saw them not that long ago.
just say that we're not really that close to each other anymore.
I see. They hurt your little feelings.
No, not really.
Perfect. So which one of them took the bag?
Do I keep hearing the boink, 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 boink?
No. He's got a
There's
snake
only
in his
one.
hand already. He's got a snake in his hand.
Does he hold a letter?
He does.
Do I recognize this snake?
Yeah, it's a doofus looking snake, so you do know whose snake it is.
Probably a couple of bumps on his head.
Yeah.
If you look at your snake you're holding,
I'm not asking
Hearing
the
a-
snake. I'm asking you.
he is holding a letter. They probably have it. And
Oh,
if
great.
I correctly, and I know them.
Great, you're coming with me.
Okay.
We're gonna go meet him. Sounds fun, right? I personally love all this shit. Now, I wish I had the gold in my hands. That would be the ideal situation.
I know.
But there's this stupid fucking drow that keeps trying to interfere.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Personally, I think you're quite weak if you have to use things such as pistols and shit to kill somebody. I think that's kind of a weak way to kill somebody, but you know, that's just my opinion. You know, personally, I'm a man to either use your head or use your strength. I don't like using weapons to cheap yourself out. But you know what? I'm just ranting. I'll make you a deal.
And that is.
If you come with me at this meet and you work with me, I'll give you a cut of the gold. It's per se
Okay.
a personal bodyguard. All mine are currently tied up or in the ground. Oh, and this isn't a question.
Well, if this is the question, then I have to say yes.
Wonderful. Let's go. Oh, wait, I gotta respond to this thing, right. He looks at
This
the
isn't
snake.
the question, as he phrases it as a question.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute.
He writes something back, just on the back of the same piece of paper, and he hands it to the snake, and he just chucks the snake out the window.
Bye, snake.
Now, understand that you do work for me, so if this turns wrong, you are to fight beside me, not against me. It'd be in your best interest to do so. He taps you, pats you on the shoulder. That's a good boy. Now let's go. When he taps you on the shoulder, you blink and you're in Waterdeep.
Learn that spell.
Teleport? You absolutely could. Vent.
Yes.
You do get a letter. It tells you to meet. It doesn't really, it's literally just like not even, it's like 5 words. Where would he meet? Meets me at Miss Shore at midnight. Oh, and just
How
you.
poetic. Oh, he's fucked. Ooh, yeah. You see Ventura's face just go just pale. Just a big frown. Then he holds up the note and flips it over for everybody else to read.
What was the last bit?
Just me.
come alone.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Zephy.
Yes.
I don't mean to alarm you. You know I care for you about. I know I care about you a lot. But I would like your opinion. Which part of the City of the Dead do you think is the prettiest?
But
Because if you can find a really nice spot, I would like that to be where I am buried, please.
He didn't say which of us had to come
Steffi
alone.
is crying.
That is true. He didn't say
Wait, say
which
that.
one of you goes alone.
And we
Ooh.
have stealthier people here than I.
Here's another issue. He would probably kill me on the spot. He's tried that before. I don't doubt he would do that again. Yeah, basically he's got a spell where he'll just like say something to you, and then like apparently you'll just croak. And it took Jamdor's counter spell to, you know, make it not work anymore. So now that he's not here anymore,
I'll
Is it-
approach him alone, without the gold.
without what's your plan here, dude?
If one of us approaches him with the gold, he'll just kill us and get the fuck out. We need to guarantee some amount of incentive to keep us alive.
Okay, so
So-
say he does bring Muna. How are we gonna get the gold to him then?
Well, I assume the people hiding off in the shadows, who are much better at hiding than the rest of us, will be able to tell, and hopefully he won't kill us immediately. We got one person who can go invisible, one person who's very good at hiding.
There's
Alright,
Catherine.
alright.
Hi, Copter.
Invisibility.
Oh, you have
Oh yeah,
invisibility
okay,
too?
yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, so-
there we go. So I'm literally in terms of like everything and altogether, I am the least stealthy of the group. So
That's for sure. Yes.
I got proficiency. Leave me alone.
Alright.
But yeah, once he can confirm that he has Muna, he's not going to kill that person immediately. Move in with the gold, do the trade-off, get the fuck out.
I think that may be our best bet.
Right. Yeah. We got some tricks up our sleeves. We got this. He's a Manchun. He's a man of opportunities, I guess. Just hope he'll stick to it. We at least gotta try. For Muna.
All right.
Okay. Jamdor.
Yes.
You're teleported into like a weird, looks like it's possibly a sewer. In that room, and what you can see is you can just see Muna sitting in the corner. So one thing that Feeble Mind does a lot is she does recognize friends and allies. So she does recognize you and kind of like walks towards you. Can't speak, and when she walks, it's a little fumbly.
What happened to her?
Oh, she's fine. She's just a little out of it right now.
What did you do?
I mean, it's a simple brain doesn't work 100%. It cures itself in a couple weeks.
Weeks.
Yes. She's still intact. Nothing's gonna happen to her. As long as your old comrades don't do anything stupid. You're gonna be carrying her, by the way, when we go meet with them.
Well, she can walk, so I'll
No,
help her, but
you're gonna carry her. She's not gonna be able to walk when we put rope around her feet and hands.
okay.
It's quite simple. You want a cut of the money? It's easy. We show up, we take the bag of gold with whomever they send, and we leave. You hand Muna over? I don't really want her, to be fair. Kind of drooling all over the place.
Technically, it's your own fault. You.
Yeah, that's true. It is what
sorry,
it is.
But it is honest. Sorry.
So you're gonna bring her with, and keep your blade to her neck during the whole meeting. And if they try something funny, you pull the blade down her throat. It's pretty simple. You'll still get money, I promise. It's okay. She won't really know what's going on.
He doesn't. I do.
Hey, if you're not up for it, I could send you back.
I will try.
See, I like your violent version better, just so you know. It's a little more useful, you know? It's a little more exciting.
Yeah, it is. But there's also a promise that I made.
Hey, if all goes well, nobody dies.
True.
Ain't that right? It'll be fine, buddy.
3 of them I can count on.
All right. In the meantime, you're welcome to stay here for a couple hours.
With Muna?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to advise you not to try to leave with her. It won't end very well for her.
I don't even know where we are.
Perfect.
So, the only thing I know is that it smells horrible here.
Yeah.
You need a better hideout.
Oh, this ain't my hideout. This is just one of many that they use.
Who is they? The Zens?
Yes, don't act stupid. You know the answer.
Hey. Just asking.
Forget if you guys fucking people that can't even use their head and he walks out the room. Stupid people.
Wizards. Not you, Catherine. You're fine.
Well, Catheric's not a wizard, so you're good.
He's the sorcerer.
Zeffy's the wizard. Zeffy's the wizard.
All magic users, you're all in the same pile. Fuck you.
Any prep you guys want to do?
Forward,
Otherwise,
game.
we can just kind of forward a little bit.
I think just kind of going over the game. I think 2 magic users invisible, just in case you got a little like magical ambush type style, and then vent with the bag hiding in the shadows. I think might be the best course.
I can
Are you sure?
outcast, and then we can both be invisible, actually.
All 3 then, yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
that'll work.
Can we really assume that a magic user of his level wouldn't just spot us right away?
We can't prepare for every eventuality.
But wouldn't it maybe be safer to just do as he says and hope he keeps up his end of the bargain?
At that point, we're hoping he keeps up his end of the bargain, and I'm not trusting that dickhead.
Besides,
If he's
I think the
smart
most-
enough,
You go.
if he's smart enough, he'll know that it would be stupid to not come with some sort of backup plan.
Alright.
Might even respect us for it. Probably won't, but at least we're playing the same game at that point.
We all know what happens at meets like this, right? Everybody has some stupid backup plan. Come alone. You go hide in the car down the street, like.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it seems like you guys are on the same page.
As we're walking, I assume we'll probably have to leave like a couple hours beforehand just to get there. Cause
Yes, you will because of the hall, the walk.
Once we're about an hour out, I am going to use my setting stone and send a message over to Blackstaff, basically saying, meeting with Manchun in an hour at Miss Shore. If anyone there has something that can use to spy on us from a distance, that's where we'll be. I don't want them there, because I feel like if we come in swarms, then he'll be like, "Fuck it, kill her."
Yeah, right.
But in terms of just being like, if they can just look at us and be like, "Oh, cool," and so if he does slaughter us, be like, "All right, well, fucking, we know what happened to him."
All right. As you guys walk across this snowy street, you guys get about 30 minutes out. You're about 35 minutes away from the time. When do you guys want to cast invisibility?
How long does it last, actually, now that I'm thinking about it?
Hour?
Yeah, up to 1 hour, so... I mean, not too far away.
Yeah, so you can do about like 10 minutes out, you know what I mean, from the spot. Then you still have 15 minutes of invisibility. And you can always recast it if, like, he does come late.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. 10 minutes, that works.
Okay. You too, Kothric?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Vent, are you going to be, like, hiding in, like, a building, or something? What's your plan?
Actually, yeah, a building does sound like a good idea. Oh, I'm trying to think of, like, a good vantage point to, like, when Zol like requests the gold, like you can have like just toss it out.
So since you can dash as a bonus action, you could be like 50 feet away to be safe, and still bonus action get into a fight. And that gives you 10 feet to play with. It's up to you how far away or how close you want to try.
Yeah, I think I could just do the 50 feet.
Yeah, so you can be like on top of a building, even like laying prone. You know how they like split? You can be on like this side, kind of like prone, your little eyes looking over.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
All right, make a stealth check. You better beat it. You better beat his passive perception.
With advantage because of invisibility?
Vent's not invisible. Kothric and Zephy are.
No.
I thought we agreed that we were all going to be
all
invisible.
three.
Zephy was going to cast it at 3rd level, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna make everybody invisible. Then yeah, it'd be advantage, and everybody can make a stealth check at advantage. Not usual.
Can I keep this first one?
Yes.
Perfect.
The Kothric stealth at advantage and Zephy stealth at advantage.
19.
Oh.
So good. It's a group check. So so as long as the two beat his passive perception, which
Have I casted invisibility or just Seffi?
no, Zephy casted on all three of you. So you save your spell slot.
No, I can't. I can only do 2.
All right,
Me
so
and Ventura.
3rd level is only 2, but so Kothric would have to cast it on himself.
All right, so cast it on yourself. All right. Zol, as you walk up, you got the bag. You don't have the bag. Who has the bag?
I do.
Okay. Vent has the bag. So as you walk up, what you see is Manchun leaning up against one of the buildings, and you see Jamdor holding Muna.
Zool at this point already has his axe out, and once he gets eyes on him, he's just basically just gonna stop in the middle of the path or street wherever he is at, and just kind of plant the head of it into the snow, and just kind of have his hands resting on the pommel.
So how far away do you want to be from him?
Depends on visibility. I don't know where
I'd say 20 feet's pretty reasonable, where you could still discuss. You don't have to yell to talk either. Jamnor, you have your blade to Muna's neck, right? As Manchun asked.
Asked, commended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have it sitting there. And Manchun goes, "Oh, it's nice of you to join us tonight. We're gonna end the session here."
Dang it. Cliffhanger.